Yeah, good evening to everyone. Welcome to the Gate English Geeks for Geeks YouTube channel. And I hope you are preparing well and आपकी so your preparation might be going well. I want you to do prepare well, and from GFG we wish you all the best for your gate exam preparation. And it is very important. We as human being, we always predict whether it is um, any kind of challenging that you face every day. um, Now we have a situation like gate 2026 is going to happen. Will it be easy, moderate, or tough? What will be the standard of the paper for gate 2026 based on the observation of last couple of years of gate exam papers? Now uh, let's begin. What's going to be the situation for gate 2026? The gate 2026 is going to be conducting or organized by the IIT Guwahati, and the papers which were conducted by previously, but anyhow the questions which were there in the exam paper is not depends on only the organizing institute, which is collectively using the top 7 IITs including the ISC Bangalore. And now if you look at the difficulty of the paper, it also varies, depends on not only the organizing institute style, how the questions are distributed in the paper, and level of competition that in the year happens, and depth of the syllabus coverage. So all is going to depend on the paper difficulty. So now the first, when it comes to organizing institute, the organizing institute can decide how many what type of questions can be selected for the exam. There also, they have the pool of questions created by the various faculties from all over institutes who are participating in this, or who are uh, making the question papers or questions for this year. And if you look at the particular subject, let's say talking about mathematics, you will find almost one faculty in every institute, minimum one faculty who are actually participating in this the gate exam paper making questions. Now the question distribution, as I said, the how many MCQs, how many MSQs, how many NITs every year need not be same. So it can be changed based on their selection. So every year when we look at the pattern, the mostly they can make a difficulty by choosing MSQ and NET. If they select more MSQs, more NETs, the question paper will looks slightly difficult than the expected one. And level of competition, when the number of students, number of candidates increasing this year than the last year, the competition based on that also the difficulty could be vary. If more people are there, then there is a chance of getting the less rank, or a more rank, depends on the attempt of paper. Suppose in the last year, let's say the 70 marks you got, let's say 1000 rank, or let's say 500 rank, then this year the 70 marks you will get more than like 1500 rank if more competition is there, and if the more people are preparing well. And depth of the syllabus coverage depends on how do they make the questions, and that depends on faculties how do they create. Okay, obviously, right, everybody talks about paper will be tougher or not, right? So what we predict from this observation, if you look at the previous years 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, like sometimes you see, of course every branch is not the same. For computer science, if it is easy, for other branch it could be difficult. Sometimes computer science is difficult, then other paper might be easy. Sometimes both will be easy, sometimes both will be moderate or tougher. In 2025, most of the papers were designed the moderate to tough. Okay? And previously, when if you look at the tough is happened in the recent days only when 2023, right? And 2026, what would be expected? Let's see. The recent last year, if you look at the difficult side happened for the many papers. For CS, it is moderate, and one paper there are two shifts it was happened. The one paper was so easy, other paper was little bit moderate, you can say. So easy to moderate is one paper, other one is the moderate to difficult side. That's why when they normalize the marks, someone will get more advantage. We probably expect that this year will happen in one shift. If not happens, then definitely exam will not be predictable, right? Even you are attempting very well in the exam, because of other paper was slightly difficult than your paper, then they'll get more advantage than you, because of for their side the marks will be lesser than in the other shift. And MSQs, NETs, normally it happens 30, 32, 33%. But if they are increasing the percentage of the questions of MSQ NET, then it is going to be challenging for you to get good marks. And it happens if you prepared the GATE exam with the concept oriented rather than remembering it, then you will understand easily those MSQs too. Mostly, when you go for computer science and electronics, mostly these two papers, you see the concepts are more than the formulas, and concepts are more important than practicing more questions, because concepts makes you more stronger in each subject of those streams. So anybody who is from CSE and ECE, so focus more on concepts building. Once you build the concepts, then practice more. Right? Without building the concepts, you practice more, every question looks challenging for you. And in every exam paper, these three things are very important. Just learning the concepts, you can't survive, and improving the speed is also not sufficient, and also you need to correct them to improve, to increase accuracy. Accuracy means like, you're attempting, let's say 65 questions, but only 40 are correct, then 25 are wrong, the negative marking could increase more. Due to that, your capacity will be reduced. And so based on the students' feedback, what we understood, including even our feedback, concepts mattered more than the shortcuts. Shortcuts matters to save your time, right, to improve the speed, but among them, concepts makes you stronger. Concepts can help you to improve, to remember the shortcuts, to apply the shortcuts easily. And time management was tougher than the questions. Those who manages the time, they really get good marks, right? It's not only just doing hard work to understanding the concepts, also you need to manage the time. Like if I give you 1 hour time and ask you to solve 20 questions, how you manage the time, also important to attempt those questions. Okay, right? So yeah, Anmol, that's what I'm saying, right? Completion doesn't matter. If you are only focusing on completing the subjects, that will not help you to practice or solve the PYQs. Anything you study, how will you apply it? How will you remember it, right? How difficult is that you are learning? So are you spending enough time to learn or not? Every concept will not take same time. If you are giving the same time for every concept, so that means our foolishness to understand the subject. So don't do that. I will complete I will complete the whole subject in 50 hours. So this kind of assumptions will make you wrong. The reason is you cannot complete anything in the fixed time. So if the topic takes 2 hours, you should. 5 hours, you should. 10 hours, you should. But don't go beyond the beyond the time that you need it. Okay. So what is our prediction, our expert prediction? It's definitely moderate paper we are expecting, and may not be easy. That is because of challenges that you face, MSQs, NETs, and the number of candidates who appears in the paper. This makes always, even the paper is easy, it feels you moderate, and you need to face the exam pressure. And paper, even though it is easy, maybe out of 1 lakh, 50-100 people might feel easy, but many people in the exam, they feel it is not easy at all. To adjust everything into 3 hours, to stop your fear, and attempting that 65 questions in 3 hours is not at all easy task. Remember this. Okay, and this is very important. Interdisciplinary questions, like one subject can be linked with another subject. Like you take the mathematical concepts, apply in other subjects, also very, very important. Right? If you have two subjects interrelated, then they can create the questions. So that kind of questions can be appearing like you, for you, advanced ones. So take care of them. Because if prepared, let's say one subject you are not prepared, other one, those questions you may not be doing it. If you want to do it, you need to complete the syllabus, then you can easily understand. And high weightage can be given to the numerical answer type so that nobody will guess the option. MCQs, MSQs, what is there? People guess because of, if you studied well, even though you did not, you cannot recall it, but the options can help you to recall the theoretical concepts. So MSQ, MCQ can be reduced and NATs can be increased to test the problem solving skills. And the depth of the concepts that you study, like you are able to study definition, you are able to solve the problems, but sometimes in certain restrictions or constraints, how you apply those concepts in a given scenario. They'll try to test your knowledge. So definitely we are expecting in CS 1.5 lakhs around, they might apply this year again, near 1 to 1.5 in between, the appearance will happen in general, right? And GATE 2026 paper will make you an interest or challenging. Paper pattern is one, because no partial marking for them, either 0 or the full marks for the paper questions. Conceptual depth, because questions can be asked on different applications. Competition, if the competition increases, definitely you will see that paper, even you get 70 marks, looks like getting the good rank is challenging. And the problem is the aspirants are increasing for PSUs also, not only just joining MTech and IITs. So the two kinds of aspirants you will see, and that is the reason the high competition is there. Organizing institute, right now you have if you look at the previous otherwise faculties who teaches at IIT Guwahati and other IITs, they always depend on the concepts. The questions always tricky, rather than asking very advanced questions. So tricky questions always, we believe in the examination. Okay. So some strategy or some ideas that we try to provide to the students: finish syllabus by November, so that December, January you can give more for practice. Focus on engineering mathematics and aptitude. Don't ignore it. Daily do 15 minutes, 20 minutes for mathematics. One day mathematics, one day aptitude. But take enough time to practice. Like do it 2 to 3 months daily, spending a little bit of time for this subject. So that can save you. But no need to go for 2 to 3 hours every day, because you need to complete the technical syllabus. So daily practice of MSQ, NAT type, then you will get more awareness and more understanding, the more confidence. If you do regular practice on these two types of questions, how the MSQ questions have been asked, and NATs also. If you are going to solve, not now, at the end of the preparation, if you solve more mock tests, you will understand how to adjust the 3 hours into the environment, right? The 3 hours environment is really challenging, because you should not deviate and you should give your best, because the whole 1 year or 6 months you are preparing for GATE exam, that will be decided just in 3 hours. So how you are going to face the 3 hours, so give more 3 hours, the more practice into the marks, you will understand more difficulties that you face and try to overcome them. In every mock you will understand challenges and write down all the challenges that you are facing, like doing some calculation mistakes, you are not able to recall so and so topics, and which topics you are feeling difficult, MSQs, MCQs, NATs, which one you are facing challenging. So many things that you can identify, and revise using some kind of formula notes, formula sheets, quick summary, flashcards. You can use various kinds of techniques to prepare. Okay. The important subjects you always give a more priority, like mathematics aptitude in CSE, DS, Algo, TOC, CD, and OS. There are many other subjects are there. So all the time you focus on the important subjects, and at the end you practice more on the subjects which you get more weightage. Okay. No doubt, the success in GATE does not come from luck. Everybody knows that. But if you do the step-by-step daily little bit of the hard work, that will add up to your skills and your preparation. GATE is tough, but we are also same as GATE, because we are more tougher than anything in the world. It facing you also difficult, correct? If somebody want you to you to understand, then they can't understand you. The reason is your knowledge, your brain, your functionality may not be same as others. So understanding you is also not easy. Similarly, GATE is also not easy. So aim always for the best, like 100, rank 1. That will give you the best to secure the good rank in GATE exam. So few things that believe, prepare, and succeed in exam. And your journey to IITs and PSUs is going to start here. And those who joined the IITs, PSUs, of course, in other institutes too, they have proved it. They have good career too. And even who have studied just BTech in normal colleges, they are also proved it. But majority of the students who have studied in IITs, masters especially, they are actually settled well in their career. Okay. Yeah. We have the test series. Anybody not at purchased, and if you want to purchase a test series, yes, GFG has the test series for both CS and DA. The price is just 999 for, we are making the video for every question. Initially, we faced a lot of challenges, like to provide the right interface, to provide the right way to access the videos. And now all the problems are sorted out, and you will enjoy the attempting test. And we have the best faculty pool for both CS and DA. So you can enjoy preparing your both the papers. Yeah. Aditya, it's a good question. Like, how much time I should give to understand a question if the solution don't click? See, it will not click unless you practice well, unless you understand well. So if you want to get the answer, it is not about click. It is not about getting an answer. It is about how you mastered that concept. You look at here. Sometimes you solve very quickly, even the difficult one, but others, they don't do it. You have observed in school, colleges many times, right? Sometimes you only do it, nobody else does, because you prepared well. They did not prepare, but you prepared in advance. You practiced well. That's why you did better than others. So when you give it time, when you work more, you will get good results. Okay, and by understanding, you can prove it all the time. So time and understand and give your presence to learn it. Okay. Yeah, this is good. Akshay says, I'm good at solving questions after I get thorough understanding of the concepts. Not only you, anybody who understand the concepts, they will. But to understand the concepts, it may take time. That is what you need to understand. Those things which are taking time, how do you spend it? That is very important. In all your preparation, you have to. There's some topics, one time watching the video, one time studying it, you may not understand. So you need to give more trials, more practice, more the times. Then you get that clear understanding of the concepts. Okay. Yes, Aditya. Yeah, thank you so much for attending this session. Everyone who is preparing for the GATE, from our side, give your best, and we wish you all the best for your GATE exam preparation. In case if you have any kind of issue that we are facing day to day, then we are there on Telegram, and our experts, mentors, or faculties who are coming daily for you on their own Telegram group. And you can join our faculty groups. Then there you can discuss any kind of query that you are facing day to day, and we are there to help all the students who are preparing for GATE exam. Thank you so much. All the best. Jai Hind.